There once was a young man who was traveling across the desert. Unfortunately, he had underestimated the vastness of this hot and barren land, and soon his water supply ran out. Just as he began to think he would die of thirst, the young man saw a little shack in the distance. He made his way over to the shack and discovered a water pump standing near the entrance, with a small jug of water on a table next to it. The young man rushed to the jug, grabbed it, and was just about to pour it into his parched mouth when a fluttering of white caught his eye, and he stopped short. A white piece of paper wafted in the air and landed on the ground. Reaching down to retrieve it, he discovered that it was a note which read, "Pour all the water into the top and pump the handle to get it started. If you do this, you will get all the water you need." Now, the young man had some choices to make. If he poured all the contents of the jug into the pump, the note said he should have all the water he needed. But if the pump didn't work, he would still be thirsty and might even die. "Ah," he thought, "I will drink the water in the jug right now and be satisfied." He pondered this for a moment and then thought, "But what if it is not enough? I am too far from any other place, and in such a case, I may die." The young man thought and thought. As the desert sun beat down upon him, he became thirstier and thirstier, until suddenly, in his desperation, he decided to risk it all and poured the entire jug of water into the pump and immediately began to work the handle. Up and down, up and down, and up and down he pumped. He waited, but nothing happened. So he pumped again, up and down and up and down. Still nothing. Delirious and frightened, he cried out, "Why? Oh, what have I done?" And he collapsed against the handle and slumped to the ground. At that very moment, a small sounded. And then another. Then another and another, until suddenly an entire stream of water started gurgling out. He jumped up and grabbed the handle, and as he began to pump again, more and more water poured out onto the dry earth, and then over his hands and feet. Why, so much water gushed forth that the young man was able to wash his entire body and drink all he wanted. When he was satisfied, he made sure to fill his own water bag, and then in turn he filled the empty jug to its brim. He then carefully placed the jug next to the handle of the pump with the note bearing the instructions for the next thirsty traveler. Smiling, refreshed and content, the young man turned and continued on his way through the desert land. The end.